欢迎回到独立特派员的节目现场。接下来要继续带您关心的是，面对现今的媒体乱象及假新闻充斥，媒体尤其是公共媒体应该扮演什么样的角色？达赖喇嘛认为，人民才是国家的主人，媒体扮演了重要角色，因此不能用官方宣传代替讯息，或对人民洗脑。切合实际、科学还有说真话是非常重要的。而对领导人，他也建言，领导人应该多思考慈悲心。作为一位领袖，要具有长远且全面的观点，不能执着狭隘自我的利益。在专访中，达赖喇嘛不断强调，让更多人能有慈悲心是他的首要任务。不过，慈悲心如何透过情绪净化及教育达成呢？一起来看看。
I think you yourself, ourselves, when I was meeting some people, and particularly now since I become refugee, then no problem. But when I was in Tibet, meeting with Chinese communist officials, then sometimes in deep feeling, so I should not agree their sort of view. But from mouth I say, "Oh, wonderful, 是的." So that's a lie.
It's white lie or lie?
Lie. With some purpose. Oh, you see, in order to save peaceful, closer relation, then sometimes you say I have to tell lie, but sincere motivation, that's okay. Under certain circumstances, you see, lie, okay. Buddha also, you see, stated, the purpose and motivation is more important. So I think I want to tell you, while I was in Peking, 1954 and 55, at least 6 months I spent in Peking. I met several occasions with Chairman Mao Zedong. So my the expression, Mao Zedong felt I'm truly scientific-minded. So then Mao Zedong, last meeting, Mao Zedong told me religion is opium, poison. I think, in some extent, I think I cheated Mao Zedong.
Are you cheating?
말왜 cheated 말왜 내가 지시할 때가 매매 소리 패지 Mao Zedong 패지 통계보다도 와. So in any way, sincere motivation, then no problem, no problem. So then of course. And also, you see, I love Marxism, Marxistry. In Europe, industrialization started. Workers suffer a lot. So the ruling people, including queens and kings, is too much exploitation. So Karl Marx stand up. You see, fight for right of the workers. And then he also, you see, his economic theory is equal distribution. So socio-economic theory is concerned, I'm Marxist. Still, I believe. But then communism, the Bolshevik Revolution, Lenin, I think transformed Marxism totalitarian system. Because in the circumstances when Lenin carry Bolshevik revolution, the civil war, very serious civil war, and also Western Europe negative attitude. So Lenin's mentality more militant. So Marxism as an ideology, but the reality is too much control and ruthless suppression and no freedom of speech. These are wartime relevant, but that eventually become part of the communism or something like that. So we have to, as I mentioned earlier, you see, we have to think everything. Why? This happened, why? This happened, why? Oh. So I feel that way. So now, truth, honest, you yourself check. You see, when you start, start to say something, but one part of your mind say, "Oh, this is not true," but about you see to tell that way, then you should restrain. I should not tell lie. And that also is a selfish reason. We need friendship. We are a social animal. We are friendship. Friendship is very important. In order to develop friendship, trusted friend, trust, very important. In order to develop trust, money, power will not develop trust. Trust, you show them your sort of concern of their well-being, seriously, sincerely, then trust will come. So these, you see, nowadays we can see there are sort of very powerful people, but telling sometimes lies. So people don't like. People who always tell honestly, truthfully, people love. So your own selfish reason, you should tell truth. Transparency, that's important. Media, in modern time, and particularly democratic sort of society, media very important. I always was telling, the world belongs to 7 billion human beings, not kings or queens or lamas or spiritual leader. And then each country actually belongs to the people of that country. So reality, people are the ruler of the country. So people should know what is the reality, what is happening. So media, very, very important role. Now since media important role in the society, so the information, not like propaganda or brainwash, not that way, or realistic or scientific, so truthful is very important. Leadership, I think human being, as I already mentioned, is a social animal. The leadership is you should think more compassion. And as a leader, long, far-sighted and holistic view is important. The leader, I want this, just one. Sort of focusing, just sort of narrow. It's not good. The world Now today's world, Eastern depend Western, Western similar, and North, South. And on top of that, global warming, no differences of national border or religious sort of differences. Whole world now facing some new sort of situation, global warming. And then global economy, no national boundary. So that's today's reality. Now we should think according to the new reality. We should not think the 20th century's thinking, my nation, their nation. At that time, more or less, you see different interest, or sometimes there's a conflict of interest, my nation, their nation. Now today's world, that no longer exists. So more holistic and far-sightedness, that's important. My view is, last, I think 1 or 2 centuries, people pay much attention for material development and education, which mainly oriented about material value. Now, when these things started, I think people believe material development brings happiness to humanity. But now, we can witness on this planet a lot of problems, a lot of killing. Yes. Even religion, which carry a message of love, forgiveness, tolerance, that also now become source of conflict. Because you see, our whole sort of way of life, materialistic life, do not know how to develop inner peace. Without inner peace, full of anger, jealousy, then you see these problems happen. Now here, some scientists, they say basic human nature is more compassionate. It is quite recent, quite obvious. Everybody is born from our mother. Then next, I think at least a few years, without mother's affection, we can't survive. So our very life, 7 billion human beings, come that way. Then children, when they are young, they don't care what is their religion, what is their nationality, play together. Once they join education, then that basic human nature, human compassion, sense of oneness of human being. The child, yes, oneness. Many years ago, I visited on Switzerland, the so-called children's village. Children's village. So I noticed one Palestinian children, the children of Jews, live together, play together. So that's human nature. Then in education, we emphasize we are Jew, or they are Palestine. Then distance. So I think, in spite basic human nature more compassionate, And basic human nature is social animal. Individuals' sort of life depend on the community. Without community, one individual, no matter how rich, how powerful, cannot survive. So our survival depends on the community, because we are a social animal. So therefore, the basic human nature like that, but in spite of that, now human being is too much sort of emphasis they and we and like that, and then causing killing. So this I feel the existing education not adequate.
So
just oriented about material value. With that, power, like that. So now education should include, these days I telling, the hygiene of physical in our education there, from kindergarten. Now similarly, we need hygiene of emotion. It is very important.
Emotional education?
No, in the education, beside regarding sort of physical sort of healthy, we must include education, how to develop healthy mind. Not based on religion. Now, religion automatically, you see, carry the teaching of love, forgiveness, tolerance, these things. But in education, I think we should tell children, according scientific finding, constant anger, constant stress is very bad for our health. That's now scientists say. And basic human nature, as I mentioned earlier, compassionate nature. So these are the not religious teaching, but scientifically, they notice that. So these are, and then children, their own experience. I think student, the class where teacher showing smile, and you see make friendship, student. I think student, when you start that class, I think student very happy. Another class teacher always showing angry face, negative face. I don't think you see student happy to attend that sort of class. So these are the basic, we can explain these things according to our nature, sort of also the situation. And then on top of that, based on scientific finding. Yes, I love Taiwan. Beautiful, small island, but you people, I think hard work, they everywhere green, farm, and you kept 1,000-year-old Chinese culture, and including Buddhism. And I think the ancient Chinese medical system. So I think you, I think you kept all these 1,000-year-old Chinese the values kept there. And mainland China, unfortunately, is just one ideology, particularly during Cultural Revolution, quite mad. Because
文化大革命期间，就是中国有一个破四旧。
Oh, so these are two extremes. So a lot of damage already done, but Taiwan still kept these historical deeper value. So that, and beside you enjoy freedom. So I think eventually you can share these values to millions of your Han brothers, sisters in mainland China. So they preserve these values, not only Taiwanese people, but also for long run, over a billion Han brothers, sisters in mainland China. That's very important.
看完达赖喇嘛的分享，独立特派员未来也将制播一系列的报道，深入观察达兰萨拉流亡藏人的现况、流亡政府的运作，以及后达赖喇嘛时代流亡政府将面临的挑战。独立特派员，谢谢您今天的收看，我是陈庭玉，我们下次再会。